surplus of funds out of school. I know what it's like to go to what's considered a privileged education in the Chicago public school system. However, I also know what it's like to not live in a wealthy neighborhood, to see the students struggle at my local school to look for seats, or my elementary school to be overcrowded for 10 plus years and not get any funds to have the building, while other schools like mine are receiving new chairs and renovating their gym. I know what it's like to see these disparities across the entire state of Chicago. What it is CPS is unevenly distributing their funds to public schools. Public schools, they create the surplus of funds every year, and these funds, which are CHIP funds, are supposed to go to helping the schools that are struggling, helping schools that struggle across the city. Instead, they are being redistributed as the CPS wants to the ones they choose to favor, to the schools that they choose to funnel all their money through, instead of helping our students' education, instead of prioritizing our students' needs. Well, you hear stories of students who are struggling for textbooks, for toilet paper, for a fair education, for a fair chance at education, and yet we don't understand that.
I believe that the people of the city of Chicago and the state of Illinois are turning to our generation for answers. We've seen over the course of so many years the same folks, the same closely knit, entrenched circle of interests making decisions to benefit themselves and turning their backs on our community. So folks are frustrated with the system in place and looking for the next generation for leadership. And I think nowhere is that frustration more clear than the issue of public education. Recently, a woman, a CPS parent, a friend of mine, Rosemary Vega, was banned from all future CPS meetings for her disruptive behavior at these CPS meetings. And Rosemary will be the first to admit that she can get a little emotional about these issues. She can get passionate. But this didn't come out of nowhere, right? She, like thousands of other parents across this city, have tried to be reasonable, have tried to argue with CPS, rationalize, reason, beg, plead, cajole, and still they closed our schools. Still they laid off our teachers. Still they slashed our budgets. Still they over-tested our students. We had no voice in these decisions. We had no recourse, no way to affect the policy that shaped our communities. And the only way we ever will is by having an elected representative school board that listens to our voices. A school board that's accountable not only to one person, but to all the people in the city of Chicago. And to those critics who would say, well, you know, an elected school board, that'll just bring politics into school governance. Well, can you really say seriously that politics isn't a part of these decisions now? The only question that's at issue is, whose politics do we want? The politics of the few or the politics of the many? The politics of the 1% or the politics of the people of the city of Chicago? That's the only question that's left.
All right, that is why we have to fight. Education is our right. That is why we have to fight.